Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Jeannie Lynch. So excited. I have a quick question. I have seconds to convince you to stay watching. So here we go. 3 questions, yes or no answers. The yeses are going to stay and the no's can go. Are you ready? Question 1, right here, yes or no. Do you believe that energy is everything and everything is energy? Do you believe that? Second question is, do you believe in divine intelligence? Yes or no? And then the last question is, do you take and are you completely solely responsible for everything that is going on in your life right now? Good, bad, or indifferent? Okay, you yeses, stay watching. Got a fun video and a great story to share. And for you no's, click out. This video just ain't for you. Let's get right to work. Thanks for watching. Jeannie Lynch. Thanks for staying clicked in. I love teaching intuition and I love talking about energy. They truly are my favorite topics to talk about. And I have a clipboard, by the way, that I keep all my video ideas on. And I've been waiting for this story because when you hear it, you'll know why. The lesson in this video is so important because we're talking about energy. We're talking about bringing things to us or pushing it away. And I have a surprise ending for this story, so please stay listening to the end. It's not what you think, I promise you. Maybe it should be in my coincidence pile, right? It's not what you think. Okay, so we're diving in today, and I mentioned in the intro, divine intelligence. Can we just break that up for a little bit? When you think of divine intelligence, what do you think? So I think of things that just move effortlessly. I think of nature. I think of intuition. I think of higher self. I think of no resistance. I think of Buddha. These are things that come to mind for me when I think of divine intelligence. But what about you? What do you think when you hear the word divine intelligence? That's the discussion I want to have today. And I want to share a beautiful story. It's going to be a quick video because I love this story first off, and it's talking about energy. And a lot of the people I work with were all focused on abundance. Okay. And we all know too that abundance doesn't just mean cash, money, okay? It's less bills, a coupon, somebody offers something, you get a great deal, you're on your way out and there's an extra pickle. I mean, that is abundance, right? When people are being generous and when things are coming to you. So I think those two words really tie together, divine intelligence and abundance, because nature is abundant. It doesn't have to work hard to be abundant. It fixes and corrects itself too, right? So it's intelligent enough and it knows what it needs. I love that. And another thing that comes to mind, I heard this recently and I just want to share it with you. Being wise, being knowledgeable, look at the books behind me. Clearly, these are the ones that I've just got, by the way, that I haven't plowed through yet. They're just sitting there waiting to be read. I'm a teacher, so I'm a learner, right? I am interested in gaining and having as much knowledge as I can. But I assure you that if I just meditated every day and connect to source, I would be more intelligent than any book that I can learn. And so I look back to nature, right? Nature is intelligence. So when you're out seeking knowledge, remember, if you just got quiet with self and trusted in true divine intelligence, your life will be so much better. So that's what we're talking about today when we're teaching intuition and doing this beautiful contribution to this playlist on my channel. Okay, so you ready for the story? Stay listening. This story is going to blow your mind, and I hope it makes the point that everything in your life is in your life because you brought it or pushed it away. All right, let's dive into the story today. It's coming up next.
Roll that beautiful beam footage.
Hey, thanks for staying to hear this fun story. So this goes back to my banking days, and a beautiful woman came in, was not a customer, she was a friend of mine, and she was just catching up with me quickly on her way to work, wanted to stop and say hi. And she admitted to me at that time that she was kind of in an uncomfortable situation with her finances, that wasn't really making ends meet and was struggling. So, well, at the time when we got to talking, I told her I was kind of in a position where I actually had a little extra cash, and would she mind if I tried to help her? At the time, she was saying, Jeannie, I don't know. I don't know when I can pay you back, and I don't know how long it will be. And I reminded her, look, this is just a gift, and here's what I want you to do. Take it as a gift. Someday when you're rolling in it, things turn around for you and there's an opportunity to come back and drop it back off, that would be great. I'll just be able to gift it out to someone else. Or maybe you're in a situation someday where someone stops in, catches up with you, and your friend's in a hard place, and you can just help them, and we can keep that energy moving, okay? So a little side note to that. It's important in this video that you hear this. How you feel about your bills is really important. When your mortgage payment is due, are you dreading it, or are you just grateful that you have a home to live in? Are you barely making your rent? When the light bill comes in, you're freaking out, or are you grateful that you have lights and that you can just turn them on with a switch, right? How you feel about your money is really important. So let's dive into this little beautiful story today. I wrote this woman a check. On the way out, I went over, copied it just so I'd have documentation of where this money went in my billfold, stuck the copied check into my billfold. She went on her way, and life moved on. Well, 2 years later, I go through my billfold, and aren't I still holding on to that check? So I see it and I recognize, because now I know more about energy. I know more about the law of attraction. I know more about meditation. I know more about divine intelligence. So I see this check as me holding on to something that when I asked her, when I offered it to her, I was telling her it was a gift, but look at the proof I had, right? So I headed over to the shredder, shredded the check, walked away free. Well, I'm sure you're not surprised to hear that within a week, this woman was calling me back. But guess what? It's not the ending you think. She says, I remembered you being in a position a couple years ago to help me. And well, today things have just gotten worse. And I'm calling you because I was hoping maybe you could give me some more. Okay, not the ending you thought, but the point is there that I truly do believe this too, that I freed up that energy. I let go of my attachment to her owing me. And I think that letting go of that freed her up to remind, and called me out of the blue to ask for more. I think if I was still holding on to that check today, I probably would have never heard from her again, good or bad or indifferent. Well, I admitted to her that my finances had changed in my situation and I wasn't in a position to help her again, and that I felt bad that she was still in a hard place, but to not give up hope. On to the next call. So we're talking today about energy. We're talking about how we feel about it. And I bring up this word divine intelligence, and I remind you that the universe, I'm going to tag a couple great meditations right into this video that talk about, money coming down like rain and just feeling free and not pushing in any way. The universe knows and nature knows how to correct itself. And when we're not resisting it in any way, it just flows to us. Do you agree? Hopefully you liked my story today. Hopefully it made sense to you. I know we're all teaching and trying to get you to understand that energy is everything and everything is energy. And because you totally stayed to the end of the video, I'm so excited to share. The last card is the most amazing card, and it's in a connection to a meditation that I have suggested to hundreds of people in the last 7 years when it came into my experience. It takes you back, clears any energy problems you might be having around abundance, around money, and it does it over all time-space continuums. It's phenomenal. If you do this meditation, and if you've done this meditation, let the people know below it works, and I promise you will see a windfall. That's a pretty bold statement. She actually makes that same statement in her video. and through the meditation. You have nothing to lose but more money. Are you really going to let that happen? This is Jeannie. That's my treat and my beautiful gift to you. That's me being generous. So don't forget to receive it. I appreciate your time today. Don't forget, hit those little buttons to share. Make sure you hit that little bell. It tells you when I'm putting up a new video, and it helps YouTube share my video to others. Have a great day.